down toward the kickoff here at the Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Today, rivals meet in the NFC East. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has a set. Off we go from South Philly. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, right? I mean, think back.
And they come after him right away, and definitely goes on the first play of the game.
This is a defensive coordinator just testing the waters. How is your protection plan? Do you have a plan for any linebacker or second-level pressures? Well, I think we got the answer in this one because they had no answer for it, and you can bet he's going to continue to dial those up.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Dotson, the man in motion. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, 3-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. Britton Covey deep for the Eagles. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Eagles offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. this one out to Smith. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Loss of a yard.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Now he'll run it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. A gain there of 20. First down, Philadelphia.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
Oh, he's got a man. His tight end, Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Big-time play for Philly. And even 30 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end. I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up third down.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
On third down, here's Hurts. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And now it's 4th down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cowboys offense about ready to get going on their second possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Play fake. Prescott. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
A quick slant taken by Lamb. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Play action now. Prescott. He'll step up and run. Dak wisely hits the deck at at the end, but he slides after picking up the first down.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Third down, they need 5. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That one on target to Williams. He's got him. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision, and that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Marcus Epps up from the secondary to make the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
21 is the line to gain as we hit third down. Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal draws us even. It is now 3-3 as the kick's away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Man in motion is Brown. On play action, here's Hurts. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Second and 8 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 8. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 15 on that game. Good for an Eagles first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one not quite on target. Got him too much, and that one falls incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it's going to be 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball...
And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Braden Mann in punt formation for the...
So, a field goal apiece here in that first quarter. All even, 3 apiece, the score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Here's Braden Mann now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll play action. It's Prescott in the middle of the field. It's taken by C.D. Lamb. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. He kept waiting for that cutback lane to develop. It never did. He's tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here, and it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. 3rd down coming up.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
That's his 1st reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st down.
And it's a big play there for his 1st catch of the game. And not only does he get a nice chunk of yards, but now he puts his offense in plus territory as they try to see if they can end this drive with some points.
On the play fake. Dak. That's to Ferguson once again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They run over center with Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He'll try to run for it. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Prescott now. He'll run again. And he won't try to risk much more, sliding down a gain of 3.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Dak. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and goal, Dallas.
I think if that rush would have failed, Mike, I think they would have had an interesting decision to make come 4th down, but that's all out the window now. Nice pickup, sets up 1st and goal.
Back to throw is Prescott. That is caught, and he's in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Cowboys take a 10-3 lead.
Eagles 3.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. And in motion is Brown. A 1st down throw for Hurts.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
And 4 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Back to the right side, caught by God. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
On play action, Hurts. That's right side. He's got count to Terra. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
At the 41.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Philadelphia.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Once again, it's Barkley. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Savon Rebel on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. Hurts now. He takes off, and he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Timing and anticipation, those are the critical elements anytime you're throwing a ball outside of the numbers. If the quarterback waits too long, Mike, that receiver just gets closer and closer to the sideline and just makes what should have been a much easier throw and catch an incomplete pass.
That is brought in at the 10. He will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix and run, mix and pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball. up to this point, and yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. Throw left side, caught by Ferguson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 29-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. They'll throw again. Dak. This one is complete. It's Pickens. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 20-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Again, Prescott to the air. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
To the air again, Prescott. Left side, caught by Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Williams is in. Touchdown, Dallas. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. His kick is good. Cowboys go up by 7. It is now 17-10.
Eagles 10.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
One final throw before the break. Got a man, it's A.J. Brown brings it in. And he's going to be out of bounds. triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Cowboys offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Jordan Davis in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after first down, they find themselves in second and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
On play action, here's Dak. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Dak facing 3rd and long. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this 1st down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the 1st down marker, sets up 4th down.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. Has an opening past the 40. Gets to the edge at the 30, and he is going to run it all the way down near the red zone. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 54 yards.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 17-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. A throw on the move is caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll motion a tight end right. He'll try to run here with Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. Able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And an
And it looked at first like that opening was going to close up on him, didn't it, Mike? I mean, really nice job there by the back. Patient and quickness, kind of all at the same time to find that hole, and he's able to get through to keep this drive alive.
On first down, it's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
He'll run with Bigsby, trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Now Hurts going to call his own number, and he will take it in himself. Jalen Hurts, touchdown Philadelphia. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon.
This is one of the more impressive drives that we've seen in a while here, Mike, and to cap it off, it's a simple read option, but for some reason, the defense just doesn't account for the quarterback keeping the ball, and by the time they realize who has it, he's in the open field and on his way for 6.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Quick hitting snap there. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Play fake. Prescott. Working his way across the field. Caught by Lamb. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On first down, it is Williams. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Dak to throw. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Nice job by the defense there. Took away all the options downfield, and quarterback realized pretty quickly, I got no choice but to check this down, and results in no gain.
On third down, Prescott. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And he finds a little bit of space. We'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. It's another run here for Williams. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
And they're going to have enough to convert here, and it sets up 1st and goal.
And the Cowboys first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they're on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal to the 5-yard line.
On the carry. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Prescott. Under pressure, now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line. Jordan Davis getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it.
Cowboys 24, Eagles 17.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. There is Shipley on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. decent field position to start this drive.
First and 10.
Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. He'll step up and run. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
At the 29-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on them, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
Big play coming up. This is third down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, he's able to get back on it, so not only will it not be a turnover, but in fact the drive keeps going. It's a first down. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what.
And this time, the rush gets home, and down he goes. Logan Wilson in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll step up and run this. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
On third down, here's Hurts. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
So a sack is definitely not ideal, Mike, but the last thing you want to do down here on this part of the field is turn the ball over by forcing a play that's not there. So he sees time running out. He's got no choice but to eat the ball, but at least he can live to play another down.
So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to get the deficit down inside of a touchdown. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one taken at the 7. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get back to work. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Second and inches. They'll go again here with Williams. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Dallas first down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
3rd and short. Prescott. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. That'll give him 4 yards.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. They'll run the counter with Barkley. Whoa! Up the sideline, past the 30. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs to kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
Hurts to the air on 1st down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 5. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
A gain of 16 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
Here in the fourth quarter, you just can't predict how many possessions you have left, so you can't let any of them go to waste. So far, this has been a fantastic drive. It's a drive that they desperately needed. They continue to throw the ball like that. They got a chance to take a late lead here in the fourth quarter.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That is sweet. Gain of 16 on back-to-back plays. And another first down.
First and 10 at the
I always think you can tell pretty
21-yard
quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. Take this into the end zone. What a run. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game.
24.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Cowboys offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with first and 10. Now this looks like a design run. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 22-yard line.
They'll come up for second and 9. They'll drop to throw. Open man down the field. It's Ferguson. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Here's first down. Williams. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Second down, Prescott. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 31 yards.
And that clutch throw, I think, Mike, just kind of puts overtime at least in their back pocket. But make no mistake about it, I think their opportunity to now win this game in regulation is real. Continue to dial up your best plays. See if you can push this ball into the end zone. I don't think you play for overtime with the ball where it is. So I still think there's plenty of time if they can get within shot of the end zone that they can go for a touchdown and try to win this thing in regulation. You always have a field goal try in your back pocket to at least tie the game and force overtime.
On the ground, Williams. He's taken down just shy of the 10. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, and the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame.
A gain of 14. And a Cowboy first down.
This offense still has the one timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. A shotgun snap for Prescott. There's that man again. Another catch. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock.
6 at the 7-yard line.
So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to potentially send us to overtime. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This one he's got to have. This one is on target, and it is good. They have tied things up here in the final minute.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool, he's calm, he steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. This is 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. That's right side. He's got Calcaterra. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Here's the timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Hurts working in the pistol. That's complete. Kylan Granson.
Complete to Kylan Granson. It's a gain of 7.
And we'll get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining.
At the 43-yard line.
So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to win the game. That's long enough, and it's good! On target from long range. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.